Hey all, it's John, the Lab Freezer Guru, back at it again. But today we're speaking about vessels, still technically freezers. I've actually had a few requests wondering about sort of sample storage and the actual maximum capacity between two vessels today. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you all. The two vessels are extremely common ones. They're both by chart, also known as MVE. So the first one is the 815P and the second is the 819P. So, in the 815, which we've got loaded up here, this is just the size of its internal space. You know, I think if you were to actually add in the actual outside measurements of this, the external measurements, it would come up to around about this lab manager's chest, which, may I point out, is very correctly dressed with his cryogenic gloves and the rest of his safety gear. Highly recommended. So, what we've got here is the formation of the racks in an L shape in each compartment. So we've got 3 racks for the 100 place cryobox and 1 rack for the 25 place cryobox per compartment. So of course times that by 4, as you can see there is 4 compartments on this carousel. And yeah, that's the layout. But when it comes to actual samples, in this one we've got 15,600 samples being stored. So we've got 144 of the 100 place boxes and 48 of the 25 place boxes. But what's really interesting is that might not be the case for you, actually, because I measure cryoboxes. Yeah, I've got time on my hands. But measuring the 2-inch cryoboxes, so 2 inches is 50 millimeters. But they're often a little bit more than 50 millimeters. Sometimes I've actually seen them 58 millimeters high. Now, the racks, to be 12 high in this freezer, must have a compartment space of 54.5 or less to actually fit in this vessel. So yeah, it's a tight fit. Yeah, it's a tight fit. And if you had a 2-inch cryobox, which was a bit above that, maybe one of the 58 millimeter ones, you'd be looking to drop down, I'd say, to an 11 high tower rack in there, in which case it would be less samples. So yeah, that's that one, 15,600 samples. And moving on to the 819, the slightly larger vessel, where we've got the exact same, which is nice to see, but the exact same formation, nice simple L shape, with then the 1 smaller tower rack per compartment. So it's 180 100 place cryoboxes, 60 25 of the 25 place cryoboxes, which brings it to 19,500 samples. So yes, that's 3,900 samples, basically 4,000 samples more than the 815P. So yeah, the 819, about 4,000 more samples. I thought, wow, that's a pretty nice outcome there actually. Didn't expect it to be quite that many. So yeah, hope that helped. As you can see as well, this is a bit of a larger vessel. I think this one will be more up to the height of just below his shoulder rather than his chest. Always make sure a vessel fits through the door as well, right? So I hope that helped. Any other sort of questions on vessels, feel free to let me know.